Welcome back to the show, family. You know, this is your girl, Anna Deshawn, right here on E3 Radio, your number one stop for queer radio done right. And today is a special day because my church boo is here. What's going on, Jackie boy?
Hello, my love. Good morning. It is wonderful to be with you, and congratulations on the new show.
Thank you so much. Y'all don't know. Me and Jackie, we go way back, and we go all the way back to church, okay? And Jackie leading choirs and things. Okay, so we're gonna talk about music today for sure. Jackie got crazy eclectic taste. And she's so freaking talented. Y'all don't even know. Okay.
Get out of here. Don't get me all jazzed up first thing in the morning. Don't start me this early. I got a long day, Anna.
Jazzed up. Let me tell you, if you ever feeling low, this should be your next commercial. If you're ever feeling low and you need someone to talk to, Jackie will make you feel amazing. Like you can take over the whole wide world. Okay? Especially if she really means it. Now, if she kind of mean it, you still gonna get it. But if she really means it, you might just go out and take over the world.
Well, and you can. Those are the conversations we've been having. That's why we're here right now, friend. Two entrepreneurs out in these streets.
Out in these streets. Because I'm just trying to be like Jackie, okay? So I remember 5.5 years ago when you started the care plan and you were like, I'm busting out on my own. I'm ready to do this. And you have been on a journey just inspiring folks like me and out here just taking care of people in a way that only Jackie can. So, sis, congratulations.
Thank you. One of my favorite gifts I've ever gotten is the shirt that you and Kaya gave me. It says call Jackie first. And I think that was like the 1-year anniversary of the care plan. Y'all walked in with that shirt and I was like, aw, I feel so seen. Because it's true. Call before there's a problem.
And we never do. One day we're going to learn. Family, this is the deal. Something will go wrong, and then we'll try to figure it out. And then when it gets real bad, and then we call Jackie. And so the impetus of the shirt is stop doing that and just go ahead and call Jackie the first time. How about that? So you too should call Jackie first. Okay. Mm-hmm. So for folks who may not know who you are, Jackie, who are tuning in today, can you just tell the good people a little bit about what you do with the care plan and how you are just impacting folks' lives?
Oh, you're so sweet. Yes. But first, I got to congratulate you. This is such a huge move, my friend. And you have always been there for community. And community is showing up for you. And I hope people continue to tune in, continue to support, because Anna does the work in every single area of your life. So we appreciate you and are just sending you all the best on this new step of the journey.
Hey, thank you.
I am Jackie Boyd. My pronouns are she, her, and they, them. I'm the founder of the care plan. So as Anna said, 5.5 years ago, I stepped out on my own and became an entrepreneur because I had worked in aging services for a long time and hadn't seen any queer people, hadn't seen any trans people, didn't know what was happening with our elders. I saw that oftentimes my Black and Brown community wasn't represented in senior spaces. And so I thought, there's a better way to do this. We can claim aging. We should see our elders and embrace our elders. And we don't need to go it alone. We are a resourceful community. So I started the care plan to really help people with planning ahead for aging and to provide care management to deal with current crises or current healthcare issues. The business has expanded, and so now we do a lot. In addition to the one-on-one work, we are honored to support organizations with professional development, education, training, executive coaching. And I really have been very excited about the ways that we have transitioned from being a care management company to really creating a culture of care for organizations. So that's something that we've created that I support other organizations with. And I'm really excited to continue diving into in the year ahead.
I love it. I love it. And you know why you can do that, Jackie? Because you can make everybody feel like they can take over the world. And we can do it if we have a culture of care. And you just
it's so cute. I love you so much.
And you bring it in absolutely everything that you do. And so, fam, just to tell you a little bit, so she is my church boo, but we've also had to lean on Jackie many times. So the piece around care management is so important. You don't always know the question to ask. You don't always know who is the person I should go to in this hospital for the proper answers, or what should be my next steps, or what type of medicine should I be asking about in this particular situation. You just don't know all the things. And I don't care how smart you are. Everything is not your zone, okay? Or your lane. And so I've had surgeries. My wife has had surgeries. Jackie has been there pretty much every single time, okay? She shows up at the hospital, just dropping stuff off, just showing up, okay? And then she'll give me a list of questions. Did you ask about this? Make sure you, Anna, did you ask? Did you ask, okay? All those things just make you feel so supported when you feel so vulnerable. And it is in those moments where Jackie shows up and her team, okay, because she got a team, okay? So just because you call the care plan today don't mean you're going to get Jackie, okay? This is a premium service, okay? And so she supports you, and it's amazing. It's the whole community is so grateful that you decided to step out and be this entrepreneur and feel this great need. And one other thing that I think is really important when you first started the business too was your desire to want to see around our elders that were aging with HIV and AIDS and how their care, because it is something that is still pretty brand new for folks to be able to live for such a long time, especially when we talk about the alignment of COVID and all the loss. And the only other time in history we can pinpoint this much loss is the HIV and AIDS crisis of the 80s. Mm-hmm. And one of your passions was, how are we taking care, and do these facilities know how to take care of folks who are aging with HIV and AIDS? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Sure. Well, when I was looking at, if we started fresh, if we said, fine, aging services is what it is. There's housing, there's this, there's that, the other, but it wasn't built for us, right? Mm-hmm. We were not at those tables. We were not necessarily a consideration as LGBTQ people. Mm-hmm. What could our aging look like if we looked at it from a positive lens? If we looked at our strengths and our history, and we have a history and histories of resilience. And for many people, the resilience takes you so far, but you need community to show up. And so, my early experiences with training let me know that they're not prepared for us. They're not prepared for our elders who are living with HIV. I've been in rooms where I was training social workers and nurses, like 80 to 100 people, and only one had training on HIV.
Wow.
And there's real changes that happen. Like the way that HIV works on our systems as we age is different than a traditional aging path. There's different experiences that you have when you're hospitalized. There's different ways the medications interact. So I do a lot of training of healthcare providers to be sure that they understand the needs of this aging population, and how blessed and lucky are we that we have survivors, that we have long-term survivors that are also leading the way. But for folks who are actually living with HIV and aging, I love to do that support and planning, right? What do you want your aging to look like? How can you feel supported and not feel like you're alone, in your process, or don't have people around you that care and love each other? So I talk a lot about family of choice and how chosen family can be the difference in feeling isolated and unsure and not having a plan, and aging together and having fun, and maybe like moving in together, buying property together, being in the same senior facility causing trouble. Like there's a lot of ways to do this that doesn't have to be doom and gloom.
Is that the plan? Because I'm in.
That's a plan. That's okay. A plan, church boo. We can talk about it.
A plan.
We'll make an appointment. We'll talk about it.
Okay. Our community would be dope. People be trying to get into our community.
Right.
So if y'all don't know, y'all don't know, but Jackie is a huge music fan. So you got to tell us, what are you listening to right now? Like, what's popping on the playlist?
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm listening to Montero, like on repeat. I am so excited we have a gay pop star. I am so happy. Pop, hip hop, country, I'm here for all of it.
I'm here for all of it. Okay, so just because Jackie said that, we're going to play that right now. Okay, so
yes.
we're so happy to have Jackie here. We're about to play some Lil Nas X, so don't go nowhere, all right? Stay close.